Assalamu everybody, my name is Rahim and welcome to Muslim React. We react to everything and anything Muslim. Today I'll be reacting to a documentary from Ali Dawah. I think it's about marriage documentary. So it started Finding My Ex-Girlfriend, season 1, episode 1, marriage documentary. Alright, so this I've been wanting to react to this I think for the past week. So yeah, let's get into it. It's about 48 minutes. So yeah, let's check out what it's about.
Allah created Adam alayhi salam, knowing very well that he'll be incomplete without a partner. He willed that his very partner he seeks will come from no other than within himself. With it comes joy, happiness and prosperity, but Shaitan is always lurking to destroy. For everyone who's busy trying to find the soulmate, sometimes you have to find yourself before you can find your other half. Allah says in the Quran, when the test of sihr was sent by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through the angels, they were told not to use it and become disbelievers. Allah says in the Quran in Surah Baqarah verse 102, and yet they learn from them that by which they have caused separation between man and his wife, but they do not harm anyone through it except by the permission of Allah. What I'm about to share with you will change your whole outlook on seeking marriage and marriage in itself for the rest of your life. For the first time ever, I will be talking about my personal life, from my 5-year haram relationship to coming to Islam, to seeking marriage, and to all the nightmares I lived through and the very moment I met my wife. You're about to see a side of me that you never witnessed before. The wait is finally over. Alal.
Are you crazy? What's wrong with you?
You don't speak to me like I'm your wife! When you die, no
I love you the most. I just want you to know you gave me the love I always need. My heart will always be your home. I'll be there forever and ever, wrapped up in endless love. X marks the spot, you're my treasure. Can't thank the Lord enough. You are my angel, my superhero. Forever I'm grateful, always a part of me. You are my heartbeat, beating away every day. You'll always be my queen. No one can take your place. You told me love took away pain. You are the sun behind the rain. You are my heartbeat, beating away every day, every day.
Sound is rolling, and when you guys are ready, you can start.
Hi, welcome. How are you today?
Alhamdulillah. How are you?
I'm not too bad. So please tell me, what should I call you? What's your name?
You can refer to me as Ali. That's not my real name.
What is your real name?
Erdi.
Erdi.
Yes.
Okay, I'll call you Ali,
Yeah,
if
it's
that's
easy.
okay.
It's easier, yeah.
So, tell me a little bit about yourself and, what brings you here today to talk to me.
Okay, so let me tell you a bit about myself. So I come from a Kurdish-Turkish family. I was born in Turkey. I came to England when I was 1 year old. My dad used to be in the army. My mum was a traditional housewife. My mum has about 7 sisters and 1 brother. The plan was to move to England, and they did that, but I think for some reason I had to be left behind with my dad. But basically, my mum had to leave me behind, which was very traumatic for her. So she came with my granddad here, with the promise that my granddad will obviously immediately be bringing us. That didn't go to plan, and I think I was about a year, and obviously my mum was distressed and told my granddad, look, I want my child here. It's traumatic. My dad and I As a baby, travelled to Germany, and then from Germany to the UK.
So, just for my sort of knowledge, I just want to know what brings you here today in this session.
Okay. These are things I'm actually very uncomfortable talking about, but I want to talk about because I don't want to feel the way I feel. But as a young child, I was exposed to things. I saw things that I didn't want to see. And I'm talking at a very young age. This was basically my cousins coming together and him coming across something and showing us. I believe it deeply destroyed my soul. Being exposed to that at a very young age, that had a traumatic experience on the way I viewed the opposite gender. It dehumanized them. Simply to me, I did not see them as a human being. Now, obviously at a young age, you don't really understand what you're watching and what kind of impact it can have on you. As you grow up, and I can remember going to school. So when I was young, I used to get into a lot of trouble. I can remember there used to be popular kids in my school. My best friend, he was actually a very good looking guy. He used to attract a lot of female attention. When I would look around and I would try to get the same, I wouldn't get the same. So I also had a problem with the way I looked. Even like the shape of my nose, I'd be like, oh my gosh, like, you know, like it's just, I had insecurities.
Mm-hmm.
I can remember as a young kid, actually, it's quite funny and it might be embarrassing, but I can remember actually like this part of my nose, I used to be like, push it down, like, okay, I want my nose to be straight. So I can remember doing that to myself. I can remember very like clearly laying down in my bed and be like, okay, you know, I need to look a certain way, you know, be it facial features or beard or moustache, whatever it may be. I wanted to be like the cool kids. But what it did is it made me want to become something that I did not want to be. And that is where I got involved in gangs, because I wanted to make a reputation for myself. I wanted to be someone, which I believe, maybe till this day, I have the remnants of the trauma.
Turkish gangs control 90% of London's heroin market. This brings them into conflict with other foreign gangs, which has led to violence in the capital. There are also internal conflicts between Turkish gangs, which stem from a 30-year civil war back in Turkey. The country has been split by conflict between its Turkish and Kurdish populations. And this violence has also spilled out onto the streets of London.
I started getting into fights, getting kicked out of school, and I just wanted to be popular with the girls. From there, I started to grow a bit of a hatred towards women. Because when I realised that they don't give me the attention that I want, I started hating them.
In your mind, how would you identify the trauma that you experienced?
It's hard for us to approach a female.
Mm-hmm.
To get the courage to do that and be rejected can be quite, I mean, not many people understand that, because as a young woman, at that age, you have attention given to you, left, right, centre.
Men use the image of female perfection to motivate themselves. I think modern women don't really understand about men. They don't understand that, at least to the degree that males are uncorrupted and not bitter because of being rejected, they're doing everything they can to kneel before the eternal image of the feminine.
There was this specific girl that I found a liking to. I would open up to her. Not to receive the same liking, it was quite devastating. When you see, for example, that the opposite gender, females, tend to incline towards a certain kind of man, it makes you hate them. The good guy category, which is they finish last. To me, it was like, okay, what do I have to do to become that person that would attract them? Now, it wasn't just I want to attract them, but I wanted to seek revenge.
So these thoughts that you had, do you feel that that was just your own, or did you share it with your peers? Did you feel that you were influenced? Because what you're saying might sound general, but it is quite an individual thought, because somebody else in a similar position might think completely different.
Well, another issue as men we face is opening up. I can't go to my friend and be like, oh, by the way, I feel rejected and weak. So that's another issue.
What about family, friends,
No.
parents?
No.
There was no one?
No, not there was no one, there was someone, but I would not open up to anyone.
Okay.
I would just...
You made up your own mind?
I did. I made my own mind, and I looked for ways of achieving that. I was driven by anger, I was driven by rage and revenge. Like, to me, it was like, I'm going to seek revenge.
So how did things unfold from that point onwards?
You need to understand, like I said to you before, the content that I was exposed to, wanting to be like someone I'm not. I can remember when I used to get kicked out of school, my dad used to have a business outside of London. He realised that I'm not listening to my mum. I'm getting into a lot of trouble, gangs, fighting, all this kind of stuff. And once I was walking down the road, I got caught with a knuckle duster. So that was, my dad was like, look, I'm taking you, you're coming with me. So I went up north. That's where things had a U-turn for me. I went from a lifestyle of gangs, fighting, you know, being a hard kid, to more like clubbing, partying, and it just went from one lifestyle to another. And what I realised there is, I can remember I was at my house once, and I was trying to grow a beard, so I would keep using a razor. So I wanted the manly features, but I didn't have the moustache. So I can remember I got a pen once, literally a marker, and I drew a moustache on myself. And I got one of my friends to take a picture of me. When you're influenced by that, your family and your cousins and others are also influenced by that. So you also want to be the cool kid around them. So we would sometimes associate ourselves to certain gangs that were very well known, just so they were like, oh, you know, it's just the hype. So I can remember sending a picture to them, like from my mum, and I was like, and they're like, and it didn't look like it was drawn on. It looked quite real. And I can remember my cousin, he's like, oh my gosh, you look so handsome. Like, you've changed. And that, to me, was like as if someone just gave me the key to the whole world. I felt like, okay, in order, like when somebody wants to take revenge, arguments, if somebody wants to kill somebody, they're like, okay, what tools do I need to do the job? So to me, it's like, okay, I got the tool I need now.
Do you think it was also frustration, or at the same time you wanted to be loved and get that attention as well?
Yeah, I did, yes. I did want that attention. I wanted to be loved. So I wanted that, and I was seeking that. When you come from London to a predominantly white area, you stick out like a sore thumb. That worked to my advantage. There was a lot of ethnic groups there as well, but I can remember going there, the way I dress, you know, a typical London bad boy kind of look. When I was there, I would start going to the gym. So I realised the female attention towards myself grew exponentially. To me, I was just like, okay, like, this is where I want to be. And I loved every second of it. I'll be honest with you, I loved every second of it. Like, to me, it was just like, I'm in control. Like, you're not in control. Like, I'm in control now.
And you actually did have relationships or not?
So brothers and sisters, this is a little pause in the documentary. It is going to continue, but I want to again thank IslamNet, brothers and sisters. They have helped this documentary happen. And brothers and sisters, the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, the one who builds a masjid in this dunya, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will build something it's like in the hereafter. It doesn't take much, brothers and sisters. Once you finish watching the documentary, or even now, just pause it and donate, inshallah. Enjoy the documentary, and do not forget to check IslamNet and support their work for a sadaqah jariyah for your future, inshallah.
You actually did have relationships or not?
I did. She was half Pakistani, half white. I came across her, and she was actually in a relationship already. But I noticed her liking she showed signs. There's certain signs females show when they
Yeah,
like someone.
you can sense it.
I didn't know she was in a relationship. I actually didn't know. And I found out later and I was a bit confused. The signs that I was reading was like, am I misreading it? I found out that she was in a relationship that she's not happy in. I tried to pursue a relationship with her, which I did. And obviously she was moving away from the person that she was with. I met her mum. I used to celebrate Christmas with them. I celebrate Easter with them. I was very close with them. Until this day, I have communication with them. I was in a relationship with her for about 5 years. She was older than me. I mean, she did everything for me. Everything. Like, pick me up, drop me to the gym, like, even if we just like go clubbing, whatever it is, like.
She was a best friend as well.
Yeah, you can say.
There wasn't any hate though, was there? There wasn't any revenge, as you spoke about before?
See, the thing is, not with her. It's like she was an exception. This is my girl. And this is my exception. There was great care.
Were you faithful to her?
No.
Okay.
That's another trauma that I kind of have. I hurt a lot of people. I didn't willingly do it. It's just like, to me, it's like I live with that trauma. And when I look back the way I treated her, I wasn't a bad person. I was never physical with her. But to me, it's a trauma in the context where I would psychologically like do things. It could have even been classed as psychological abuse. I don't know why I did it. So to me, it's like I want redemption. I want forgiveness from the whole family, because I made the whole family suffer. Yes, I have the accountability, but I don't just blame myself, because yes, I could have made wiser decisions, which was I think was very, very difficult. But the thing is, I look at my society and the things that I was exposed to, and sometimes I blame that, because I'm like, I was driven by that.
There's stories in psychology as well about, twin brothers being brought up by alcohol parents, and one will go on to be an alcoholic and the other one will choose not to. So again, is it really society? Is it really parents to blame? Or are we also, do we still have a type of control or will that we can drive ourselves regardless of society and environment? And that sort of thought gives you more power as an individual, knowing that there is that actual option out there. Otherwise, there's always going to be blame on something else and someone else, and you will always be, in a way, I wouldn't say weak, but influenced easily.
Okay, so let's say I bear full responsibility.
Okay.
To an extent, I'll say. What would you suggest I do to get that redemption? Like, I've contemplated finding her.
When you talk about redemption, what exactly, because everyone needs to define what certain words mean. In your mind, what does it mean, redemption?
Like having an inner peace, knowing.
So it's to make you feel better about what happened in the past?
Not just myself, that'll be selfish.
Can you not just accept sometimes that we do wrong and this is how life is and we have to live with it? And it's like people want closure. What does that mean? Closure is just, it's gone. You don't need to go back to do certain things. And we can work in different ways to better ourselves and move forward. You understand?
I want to make it better. I think that.
But what if I told you, or anyone told you, you can't make it better? It's not about trying to make it better. It's about, again, acceptance and being better.
Which I believe I've achieved.
Yes, of course.
I have achieved.
But sometimes going back in the past, it might be okay for you, but for somebody else, it can even unravel the wounds that they want to forget and the hurt that they want to forget. If you want to go back again, you need to now not just be like how you were before and not just think about the impact that you're going to get, but the impact on the other person.
True. But that's how I feel. So what should I do? Not many people understand redemption. But to me, to go there and find her and open up to her and tell her how sorry I am was the most important thing. But when I went there, I didn't find her. I met her mum. And this is how it went. Uncle, you still got the...
He's got the shop.
Off license?
Yeah.
Same place, yeah?
Yes, he's got that.
Okay.
He's only been on the phone a few minutes ago, actually.
Really?
I told him to come in. He said, make sure you get a picture and send it to me. Yes, he's got good memories of you. Yeah. We have got good memories.
Yeah, no, definitely, you know, like I said to you, I would say this, but I'll never forget what you've done for me. I can remember, never ever.
He was always comfortable with me, and he used to stay at my house, and even if I was out, he would stay on the computer and I was out.
Yeah, I can remember.
Some good times.
Yeah, I can remember. You like that. You gave me that feeling, you know, I can remember.
I used to worry about you.
Yeah,
you got underneath the subway, and you used to say to me sometimes, you're going to be my mother-in-law. And I sometimes think back to those days. I do think back to those days.
Yeah.
Because, no, I shall. Shall I make some tea now?
Yeah, how are you comfortable?
Do you want some? Do you want coffee or tea?
If you want, I could, like all day, should I make you tea, coffee? I used to, I'll be like, I'll make the tea. Let's make it, maybe.
Something, whatever we make.
Let's make it together.
Yo. But that wasn't really enough. So I left that place. It didn't really do anything for me. But then I went back a year after. And this time, when I went, I took my mum. Because mum knew the family. So I thought it would just be like a general visit. I'll just go with my mum, and because my mum, the parents knew each other, so they were pleasant. They, you know, it was just like, okay, you know. We went. The dad was there. Mum was there. My mum was there. We went, and she was kind of there as well. She was there. I opened up and I apologized.
What did she say?
Personally wanted to come here to apologize if in any way, shape or form in the past if I've hurt you guys, because I do look back and I do really regret a lot of things I did intentionally, unintentionally. You know,
when you're young, you don't think.
Yeah, well, I'm being honest. I look back and I do not know who that was, what that was, and I just wanted to apologize, because at the end of the day, I believe in the hereafter.
Yeah.
And I believe after, you know, we cross the Sirat, there's going to be a part between paradise, and everyone you've wronged will be there asking for their right. So, you know, be it yourself, you've done a lot for me as you know, and I don't think I've repaid you in any way, shape or form at all, and neither yourself. You know, you played that role in my life. And I personally wanted to come down and, you know, just to see you guys as well, because I've always missed you guys as well. But please forgive me if I've in any way, shape or form hurt you guys. Any kind of, please forgive me. Wallahi, I deeply regret it, and I genuinely, I was in the wrong place.
We respect you like my boy. My
I
son.
know that.
You did a lot of things for us, Eddie. You did a lot of things for us.
Yeah, you did for us as well.
Yeah, I did.
We appreciate that.
I could have done more, maybe. Yeah.
I like put the grass on.
Yeah, wash the dishes better. We went, we had food, and then after food, I just told them the reason I came there. And I said, look, I've done things hurt you guys, and I want to apologize. I'm really sorry. Like, I was young, I was stupid. The dad was there, which was very, very awkward for me, because I couldn't be myself I really wanted to express myself, but I couldn't. So the dad listened, and he's like, look, it's okay, son, you know, you was young, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't feel like, it might sound selfish, but I didn't feel I got what I want. Because when the dad was there, it was very, very hard for me to express myself comfortably. The perfect scenario for me would have been with her, like face to face, or at least her mum, because I'm close to the mum, to just open up and be like, look, I'm really sorry, like, for the stuff that I've done and the pain that I caused. And just lay it off my chest. Like literally, I just wanted to express myself fully and be like,
so what exactly did you say that was different to what you just described now?
Because before her dad was there, I couldn't express nothing. She was just there quiet. Nothing said. Literally nothing.
But you said you apologized.
No, I did, but I apologized. I'm speaking to the dad. Like, I didn't hear nothing. I didn't, like, it was just like...
But you know, in certain scenarios, that's enough.
No, not for me. I couldn't get off my chest. I felt like I came back with more burdens. I genuinely believe that if I go there and I open up to her sincerely and I express how sorry I am, that it would genuinely bring closure to her. That's how I feel. That's how I think.
But do you not think revisiting constantly for your own satisfaction is more painful for her to revisit what was there, and it's a constant reminder as well? What if she thinks that forgiveness or asking for forgiveness is not enough?
I want to find out.
How are you going to do that?
By finding her.
But you found her twice already.
No, I didn't. I went there and she happened to be there. I want to speak to her. I want to directly find her on social media, and I want to message her at least.
What is the whole purpose of this, by the way, Ali?
I don't want people to make the same mistakes I did. I want to show them a glimpse of the lifestyle that I lived, be it the haram, or all the way to Islam and pursuing it in a halal way, to not go about things the wrong way, because they don't leave you.
What does your faith tell you about forgiveness and how it should be done and the aspects of it, and even going back into your past and approaching someone like this? What is it that you understand from that?
I don't know, from what I understand is if you've wronged someone, you ask for forgiveness. To be honest, it's actually from the principles of Islam that if you know you're going to cause more harm, it's better that you don't, because like backbiting, if I backbite someone and I want to go and tell them, by the way, I backbited you, that might cause more harm than good. So it's better that you go and, I don't know, speak good of him where you spoke bad of him, give him sadaqah in his name.
So in your scenario, what would be the best way forward according to your values and faith?
I can't do that because she's a non-Muslim. So I can't even go down the route of, okay, let me give sadaqah on her behalf, or let me make dua for her. Or I can't do that. And because I can't do that, I'm looking for a channel of outlet. Before I decide to do anything and to pursue finding my ex, I had to speak to my mum. So I headed to her house and to have a heart-to-heart with her. If she would agree for me going ahead and finding her and apologizing to her face-to-face. Here is what she had to say.
Gidip onunla konuşup özür dilemek istiyorum. Azıcık bir ara gittik birlikte.
Birlikte gitmiştik evet.
Ama konuşamıyordum çünkü babası oradaydı.
Evet.
Bu sefer gidip kendisiyle, yani çünkü bilmiyorum senin haberin var mı yok mu benim yaptığım birkaç aptal manyak şeyler yaptım.
Ne oldu? Ne yaptın?
Yok önce de olan bir şeyler değil mi?
Kötü bir şey mi?
İyi bir şey değil. Yani bilmiyorum ama yani gençtim değil mi? Aptalca birkaç aptalca şeyler yaptım.
Sen yaptın.
Yapar derken yani öyle dövme falan değil.
İyi.
Ama yanlışlarım oldu. Şey düşünüyor mesela, gidip onu bulup yani kendisiyle konuşup özür dilemeyi. 13 sene oldu. Yani hatalarım, çünkü gençtim yani biraz aptaldım falan. Telafi etmek istiyorum. Sence gidin mi gitmeyeyim mi sence?
Tabii ki gideceksin ona. Yani kız seni sevmiş, sen de ona karşı hata yapmışsın. Tabii ki kesinlikle ben bir anne olarak asla bu bir haktır. Sen kesinlikle gidip onda özür dilemen lazım yani. Ben seni öyle yetiştirdim çünkü aynısı başkası da sana karşı yapmış olsa ben aynı şekilde senin için de düşünürüm yani. Yani benim oğlum olarak ben senin gidip onunla özür dilemen çok insanice bir şeydir. Yani küçülmezsin, daha büyürsün.
Sence tek mi gidin, birlikte mi gidelim?
Yani sen nasıl layık görürsen öyle yani. İkimiz de gidebiliriz, tek de gidebilirsin.
My mom said exactly what I thought she would say. And this gave me the courage that I needed to start the search.
Experience fine cuisine like no other at Gifto's Lahore Karahi. Delicious Karahi dishes bursting with flavour cooked in our open kitchen, bringing the taste of Lahore to Gifto's.
Assalamu alaikum, bro.
Right, Sam, bro, are you awake?
Yeah, man, I just woke up. What's up?
Okay, bro, yesterday all night till 3 in the morning, I was looking. Guess what?
What?
You'd never imagine it. Guess what?
What, bruv? Don't tell me.
I found her.
No way.
Yes, bro, I found her.
Oh
What I'm
my.
going to do now, I'm going to come to your house.
Okay, bro, no problem at all. I'm waiting.
Okay. All right, do you want anything?
Nah.
Coffee, waffy?
No, Jazakallah
Okay,
khair.
no
I'm waiting. I'm just gonna get ready now.
All right, no problem. All right, see you soon, bro. Take care.
You too, bro. Assalamu alaikum.
All right, bye-bye.
Ali.
Yeah.
Come, bro.
Sorry, bro. I had to get coffee.
Nah, it's cool, it's
I
cool.
didn't sleep all night. How you been? You okay?
Yeah, man, I'm good, bro.
It looks like you're ready.
Yeah, I'm proper ready.
Yeah, come, bro. Let me show you. Bro, it was crazy, man.
Really?
But if you knew the stuff that I had to go through,
How did you manage to find her?
bro, when you don't sleep and you're dedicated and you really want redemption, shall I say, you find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
So basically now what I did is I managed to find her name, but I realised she wrote it the other way around. So,
Oh, backwards?
backwards, yeah, for some reason.
Okay.
I don't know why, yeah? So
Maybe she doesn't want to be found.
Maybe, that's actually very true.
Do you
But-
know what I mean?
Yeah, but let's see, let's still try our luck. We can't force anybody, but
Yeah.
yes, let's see, inshallah. So let me log into my Facebook. What we're going to do is we're going to go search the name. Check from what I remember. So basically, I found a friend of hers.
Yeah.
And there was a link to her. That's the way I found her. So I found a friend of hers, found the link, and from the link, I saw that her picture was linked. They put link there, but I didn't. I
Okay.
was thinking, why is the name?
Well, it was tagged, yeah.
It was tagged, and I was like, why is the name written differently?
Okay.
Yeah, because I was thinking that's like, yeah, and then I realized, boom.
That's her.
Yep.
Oh my god.
So.
Are you gonna message her, yeah?
Yeah. Do you think I should click it?
Yeah.
So firstly, we're going to go have a meeting with a young, I won't call them a couple, but two young individuals, Muslims who want to marry each other. And they're going for something similar that I went through in the documentary. Later on in the documentary, you'll realise the stuff that I went through when it comes to wanting to marry somebody, but the parents reject you based on your race. So they're in the same dilemma as I was. So we're going to go and do an interview with them. But before that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call her. So we're going to go and see what the issue is and see why the father is saying no. So let's see if she will answer. Let's call her. Walaikum salam, sister. How you doing?
I'm okay, how are you?
Yeah, good, alhamdulillah. Sorry to disturb you. Any updates? What's happened since our last interview?
You know what keeps happening? When I don't talk about it with them, they keep thinking that I've forgotten about it. So last night when I was talking to my mum, I was like, oh, everyone's been nice to me, like, they just being all of my aunties and stuff, they really normal with me. And my mum's like, yeah, because you're not doing it anymore. So it's clear that they think it's a phase, or it's like a joke. I don't know, I don't know, they're just not taking it seriously. But like, I'm still getting like kind of side eyes from people, especially my uncle. And my uncle usually always talks to me. But I spoke with my mum last night, and I was like, so what's your issue with the guy, and what's my dad's issue? And she was like, we don't care about anything else. It's just the fact that how dare you bring a Hindu guy to us, and how dare you bring a guy out of to us. And I was like, even if we wait 2 years like you wanted us to wait, you're not gonna, dad's never gonna accept the guy. She's like, no. But then obviously, like, you know, I've got her to change her mind, so I'm not gonna sit here and think my dad's never gonna change his mind. But it's so unlikely that he would change his mind anytime soon, or even ever with him.
We don't know that.
Like, we don't care. Yeah. We don't know that.
We don't know that. I think what they're doing is the first stages is usually that they try to see it as a phase. They try to brush it off. Yeah. It's just a matter of showing how committed you are and how badly you want this. Is where they will make a decision between. I mean, the worst case it will come to is they would just say, you know what, it's either us or him, and from there,
they pretty much already said that.
No, I think this is too early to make that absolute, like, they mean it. Right now, I don't think they mean it. So thanks for the update, yeah?
Okay. Let's try again. Okay.
You see what we're dealing with right now. This is exactly the situation I went through. Very frustrating that something that is permissible has become so hard, and something that should be hard, which is haram relationships and zina, has been made so easy. When parents are watching this, sometimes I understand your children are young, you want the best for them, but when it comes at the cost of your coach, when you put cultural, like, oh, her issue is that the parents' issue is that he is a revert, number one. Number two, he is from the same country, by the way, but he's not from that region. Just imagine what we're dealing with. Like, we're standing in front of Allah and saying, you facilitated haram, and I'm not saying this, Sister Fedita, I'm just saying you facilitated the haram, and you made the halal so hard for them that you are now questionable. Why? And what was your problem? Because why? Because he's a revert. All of the Sahaba were reverts. All of the Sahaba were reverts. All of them were reverts. And number two, when it comes to the country, this is so, like me.
On it.
Look, I don't know what she's talking about. The series, I got lost the plot. So the point is, though, with me, sometimes it will be country differences. Okay, you're from a totally different cultural background. These two are from the same country, man. They're from the same damn country. Just because he's from a different region. That's crazy, man. That is crazy to me.
You're enjoying this, bro.
The tissue, bro.
But the food was amazing, man. Wallahi.
Yeah, it was very nice.
What's the time?
6:23. If we leave now, we'll get there for about 7.
Okay. Alright, let's pay the bill, bro, and then let's go, inshallah, yeah? What happened? What happened, bro?
Bro, am I seeing things? Is that who I think it is?
No way, cuz. Are you for real?
Yes.
What did she write?
I don't know. One second.
Open it. Cuz, what is going on, bro? What happened?
Bro, she messaged and she just deleted the message.
You're joking.
Look.
Oh my god, I had it on camera as well, bro. Oh my god. She unsent the message.
Yeah.
Wait, let me get on the shot.
Bro, that's peak.
Oh my god.
Bro, that's
She's definitely gonna write to you then, bro. I'm sure.
Bro, I wonder what she said.
Is there no way we can see it?
No. I wish I opened it faster.
Yeah.
Cut from here.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
So we want to cut from here,
Yeah.
and then inshallah,
Yeah.
we'll sort the
Okay. That's
bit
what
after. Inshallah.
Yeah, okay, bro. You go get something to eat. I'm gonna pray. I'm just gonna go through some bits.
Alright, I need to make a phone call anyway.
Okay,
One
no
sec.
problem.
Alright, I'm coming. Yeah.
Okay, alright. I don't know what's on about. That's fine. Let me pray.
The footage you're watching right now was never ever meant to be in the marriage documentary. Me and Mehmet was editing the documentary. He went to get something to drink and I had to pray Salah. I never thought once I finished Salah, I was about to receive a message that was about to send shivers down my spine.
It's what every Muslimah is talking about, a gift fit for a queen. The actual mahr presented to the Queen of Jannah, Fatima radiallahu anha, by Ali ibn Abi Talib radiallahu anhu. Make your mahr special by crowning this exceptional aura of tradition to it. Sunnah currency is honoured to bring this splendid mahr collection to elevate the new beginnings in your lives to one of immense merit, noor and distinction.
Oh my gosh, it's recording. Guys, I just got a message from her. It's been 13 years. You guys will never imagine what she just messaged me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. 13 years. And she just messaged me something. This is why when people think when I'm doing this documentary that I'm doing it for the entertainment or for the fun. 13 years, nearly 15 years ago, I messaged her that if she wants to be in the documentary. And after weeks, she finally messages back after she deleted the message. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe that. You know they say women don't forget. Wow. I am sat there and I'm thinking, what? Who is she on about? Who is she talking about? And the penny just dropped and I was like, oh my gosh, 15 years. And she just reminded me of something like that. And you know what's funny? She is messaging this and the emotions in that text message is as if I did this thing yesterday. Mehmet.
Sorry, bro.
That's right.
Did you pray? Did you pray? What happened?
That's what happened, bro. Read that. Bro, that is crazy. Bro, that... Did you finish your message, that?
Oh my God. Are you?
Bro, 15 years. 15 years, bro. 15 years. And look at the first thing she messages me.
Subhanallah. Bro, I can't believe she messaged that to you, you know.
Do you know who she's talking about?
No.
Basically, about when I was like 2-3 years into our relationship, I used to live in up there.
Have you shown it to the camera?
No.
Should I show it?
Read it if you want to the camera. Get the camera. Get one of the camera. Shall I hold it? Let me get this one.
Wait, get this one.
I'll get this one. How do you use it?
No, just like that, yeah. Just you can come sit down. Come.
Oh, read it. You read it. Oh, sorry.
Bro, I don't even think
read it.
We'll have to beep out some of the stuff.
Yeah, just beep out some of the stuff. But read it. I want you to read it. Because I want everyone that's watching who's in a relationship.
So you've written to her.
I wrote to her, yeah.
And this is her reply.
Yeah. Is that the dog?
Who are you for?
Really?
What's the reason for you calling back? It's not very nice, is
The
it?
thought of not having you in my life was the most frightening thing ever.
I was at home waiting for you that
Yeah.
You forgive her?
Brothers and sisters, I hope you guys are excited for episode 2 as much as I am and my team, subhanAllah. Once again, brothers and sisters, I want to thank every single sponsor and also specifically IslamNet. May Allah bless them. Right now, they are in the process of buying carpets for the masjid that they've bought. They need about £50,000 to have the whole place, brothers and sisters, carpeted. Brothers and sisters, you can be a part of this. Just imagine every single soul, every single person praying, reading the Quran, memorizing, and wallahi, even if they are sleeping, the reward that you will get by facilitating a carpet for a masjid, which will be there inshallah for the next 100, 200 years, and wallahi, you don't even know, maybe the country of Norway one day will be under Islam. And subhanAllah, you played a massive role in that happening there, brothers and sisters. Support this project immensely, inshallah, as much as brothers and sisters, these sponsors are supporting our project to bring this amazing project to you guys and you benefiting at home, inshallah. I'm going to put the links in the description box below, brothers and sisters. Do not forget to check that out, inshallah. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless and preserve you guys for supporting this cause. Support.
So my battery is about to die. That was Finding My Girlfriend by Ali Dawah, episode 1. Here's the thing. I think his idea is trying to teach people how to behave when you're young, I guess. Don't make hasty decisions. And always remember, before you get into a relationship, the intention should be that you want to marry that person. But the whole idea of going back if you hurt someone a long time ago, basically if you're dating them, it's a bad idea. I think the best thing you can do is that you start living right. You know, stop behaving the way you used to behave a long time ago. If you hurt someone a long time ago, don't go and find them because they might be married with other people and that will raise a whole lot of issues. Yeah, but I get his intention because you want to teach people how to behave so they can not make the same mistake as they did. But in my view, this was a very horrible idea for him to make such a documentary. He would have just talked about it without really reaching out to her. Yeah. And it's a good piece. Watch out for part 2. This has been Muslim React. We react to everything and anything Muslim. Until next time, inshallah. Peace.